Here we are. Here I am. How is everybody? How are you doing? We'll move the light over here. Does that help? It does. How's everybody doing? How's the harping out yonder? I think I'm 6 minutes late. Me and my son were running away from dinosaurs. Tonight's nonsense sponsors are brought to you by Brondo, the Thirst Mutilator, and Integrity Farms. Everybody have a little integrity. We're big South Park fans here. But anyways, getting into the harp. Gibble boy, how are ya? Just announced the nonsense sponsors. I have two fake sponsors for the night. We have Integrity Farms and also Brondo, the Thirst Mutilator. Ryan Blackhawk, how are you? Oh, wow, there's a gaggle of people showing up. Hey, Patrick Bodine, the wandering harpist, is hollering at us. How are you? Where in the country are you at right now? I hear there's some fires and such up in California. Been working on trying to get some melodic technique down. I've been struggling with the breathing. Orchard Guy 80, how are you doing? How's the harp and what harps is everybody into? I've been into playing a Babayev and a Dernovoy. Got a Dernovoy Drimba in today. Has the bent trigger. I really like this little harp. Really good harps. And I got to make a harp today as well. We're going to be playing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some high harps, some low harps. Hey, Andrew Coppa says, what's up? What's up from South Carolina? Jason, I didn't catch it. How are ya? Orchard Guy 80 says, playing Glaser, Mongol, area, and Gorka Talis. Nice. Mark Shaw's revisiting the Morchang. Oh, Morchang rule. This is one I made today. I could have tuned it to a B, but I chose to leave it untuned because it's for my personal collection. I was actually trying to make a harp in C, and it ended up being I was using a new spring steel because I got a whole bunch of different spring steels in stock for different makers. I got some .020 1095. I only worked with the .025 1095, so I thought, nah, this length will give me about a C, and I ended up being B-ish, so there it is. Did a recurved trigger on it, gave it a little tail. And I really like the 1095. It feels similar to the 1075, but a little bit extra springy. Especially at the .020, there's not much stiffness there, but it's got just a tad bit of extra snap. Not quite as warm sounding, but then again, this harp has been played all of about 3 minutes. Hey, Josh, how are you doing? Got some cool stuff in. Our nonsense sponsor for today is Integrity Farms. Jacob I sense says playing Malt 7, waiting for his Gogolip. Oh, nice. Oh, and then also we have Brondo, the Thirst Mutilator. I don't know if any of you have seen Idiocracy. It applies fully now. George Campbell, how are you doing? And if anybody hasn't read on our website, we're not shipping any harps out till November 13th through 16th. We're shut down for a little while. And that's okay. I got lots of time to spend with my son. I don't have to go to work. And I'm drinking some matcha tea. That's the way. When listening to one of your videos, I was playing... Oh, I missed it. I'm as fine as frog's hair. How are you? Oh, I am well. I got a touch of the COVID. All of us Bebs inherited the COVID from who knows where. So we're not shipping out any harps. We're not going to work. We have like 2 weeks and some change off work. And then the harpery shut down for well over a month. I got the COVID. Luckily, I'm asymptomatic. My wife has been getting lots of the fun symptoms. Lost her sense of taste, fever, cough, muscle pains. So, but she's feeling better now after like a week. That COVID, it sticks with you for a bit, I've noticed. Yeah, this fat bass is my bass harp. I made it out of 1095 .020. Sean Sullivan, I love the picture you have going on there. A cool little mushroom. Doctor wants to get me an antibody test. Yeah, some people, like me and my son, we don't have any symptoms from the COVID, and other people have a lot of symptoms. And I've noticed people who get it have it a long time. Anyways, enough about talking about the COVID. I guess that could be our other nonsense sponsor. This episode is brought to you by the COVID. Yeah, I was worried. He says, Orchard Guy 80 says, glad your wife is feeling better. I've heard it can be super wicked. She felt poopy for about a week. Well, not quite a week yet, but now things are starting to turn around. But it kind of comes in waves, I've noticed. So I'm like, that's impressive. I've never seen a sickness last this long. But we're lucky. We're young and healthy. Is it common for the curve of the reed to be slightly rusted? If your reed is rusted or your frame, take a pink pearl eraser, ones that look like this. Well, this is half. Mr. Pickles is joining us. He's harassing me. He's like, I want wet cat food. This is like half of one of those pink pearl erasers, and I use it on harps. If they get any rust on them, buff it until there's no rust. If rust gets deep, use some steel wool, although it will affect coloring on harps. Then as soon as you get done playing a harp, I always wipe it, make sure it's completely clean of moisture, and then oil it with oil. Can you use navel jelly on it? Navel jelly removes stuff, but navel jelly is a very, very harsh chemical, and I wouldn't want to put anything that harsh on a piece of metal that I'm putting in my mouth. So you might want to do your research on using navel jelly, because that stuff is nasty, nasty. What kind of oil? Just plain, Ryan Blackhawk asked, just plain coconut oil you get from your local grocery store, or Walmart, or Dillon's, Kroger, whatever, Dollar General might even have it. What I do is I take the jar of coconut oil, I run it under hot water, and then that turns it into liquid. Then I pour it into a smaller jar. This is a jelly jar sample, which is perfect because I get my thumb right in there. Sean Sullivan says he uses olive oil. Yeah. And we have a La Rosa Bloomery harp, and he oils them. Giuseppe La Rosa oils his harps with olive oil off of his own tree that he makes. If I ever get over that way, I would love to go visit that dude. I'm kind of restricting it. I'm gonna get down on this harp tonight. I'm gonna get weird with it. Let's play something else. Let's play something high. Has anybody out there seen the South Park Pandemic Special? It's a really good show. Features Integrity Farms. I'm just going to keep shouting out to sponsors that aren't real, that don't pay me. That's the way. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's get a little bit higher here. This is La Rosa, Giuseppe La Rosa Bloomery Iron. I don't know if you can see it. Looks almost like wood grain. This is Bloomery Iron, where he made iron from scratch. Awesome harp. It's a Maranzano. The reeds right through the center. Ryan Blackhawk says, my cat was sleeping and I put the phone to his ear and he was like, what a... Nice. Oh, let a sleeping cat lie. But yeah, cats are awesome creatures. I don't want to hang out in the mid-range. I want to get higher with the harp. We want a higher tone, higher pitch. I play my harp to my cat, and you don't give a single crap. Yeah, Mr. Pickles likes to stalk around me sometimes as I'm playing the harp. Won't even know he's down here, and then I'll hear something. I'm like, oh, Mr. Pickles. I like to play a lot with my eyes closed. Well, good week of harping for the most part, and I got to spend a ton of time around my son. Drinking some matcha tea. I like this not working thing, but it doesn't pay very good. doing some open and close, some in and out breaths, but also kind of like pursing my lips, kind of like making my mouth small to get them higher tones. It feels like whistling. What's a really bluegrass harp, Cyberfish says? Well, I would say what I normally bring to the Walnut Valley Festival. I go to the Walnut Valley Festival every year, except for 2020 because they had a virtual one. But I go to the Walnut Valley Festival, which is a big bluegrass festival here in Kansas. And the tune set that I always carry on me is Logi Blackfire. They're crackling, they're loud, they really reach out in an acoustical setting, and they're breathy. That's what I want in a bluegrassy sounding harp. Let's see if we can find one in the mid-range. I know I have one down here, but where is it? Let me go on a quest. There's an A2. Where are you at, Blackfire? I wanted to have my C2, but we're just going to have to stick with a bass. Or we'll go ahead and we'll delve into the A2. A2. Don't even know where my oil's at. There it is. Moving things around. I do melodic. Sean Sullivan says I do melodics with open closed goddess on every note. Well, Logi Blackfire in general aren't great for melodic style. And I think probably the most important thing in playing with bluegrass people is find out the key of the song that they're playing in and play within that key, because you're always going to have a better time if you're playing within the key. Mark Suarez says, greetings, salutations from the ukulele dude. Just spent the last day and a half online with the mighty uke. Oh, cool. Let's see, what should we get into? Something mid-rangey. What are you? I don't even know what this one is. See, what should we get into? I'm gonna go back into the higher tuned harps. I need to quit moving my coconut oil around. I'm totally losing it. Play this one. This is this little tiny drum. But any recommendations for exercise that might help with improving stamina before the holding hand starts cramping? Some people get the hand cramp things. Maybe stretch your hands out. I have a few. You can get a hold of me. I'm not shipping anything until mid-November, but I do have some harp handles made by Waylon Harmon. Waylon Harmon makes a harp handle for people who have a hard time holding the harp. Kind of struggling to find the time today. Let's get into. I'm going to play something bassy. What is everybody into? What harps have you been into? I'll play my bass I made today. Mark Suarez says, excellent question, Orchard Gray. Yeah, I would suggest getting a harp handle or something, especially for holding little harps. I hear the most complaints out of holding like little tiny drimba or little tiny mud harp. Where in Kansas are you from? I was raised in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm not going to say the town I'm from, but I'm right in the middle of Kansas. He says, slapping the bass. Yeah, before this quarantine is over, maybe a Mark Rudd marathon is in order. I'm just hold my breath with it open like I was saying, ah. Ow, wow, wow, wow. But I'm not breathing yet. And you'll hear when I change when I start applying the breath. And at the end, I'm ow, 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 ow. Armando Fausto saludos, said in Mexico. Hello from Kansas, United States. How are you doing? I hope everything is well down in Mexico. I hope the weather is nice. Oh, we have a gaggle of people joining. Every upload, it seems like there's more people show up. Except for one upload. One upload, we had like 300 people show up. I was like, whoa. I can't pronounce your name, but hello from Australia. Hello from Kansas. Howdy. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And you can even go haka haka. There I went. You. Waka, 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 waka. Oh, I'm gonna have to make some more harps out of this 1095.020. That is nice. It's super flexible like the 1075 is, but it's just got just a touch more pop to it. I'm gonna try to get one, maybe two more harps done. Have a couple harps for people that I need to make in C that I promised long ago. Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up with Sean Sullivan says, I see accordion players like Olena Utaigo, Kako. Isn't that Kuko or Kako? You can kind of bounce those K noises. Anyways, we're going to wrap it up with that. Thank you, everybody who joined us. I hope everyone is well out there and staying safe. And the weather is nice where we're at here in Kansas. The cold is rolling in. We're going to be getting down to 18 Fahrenheit by Monday. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Is the cause? There's a wide open mouth. Anyways, we're going to wrap it up with that. I love y'all. Be sure to keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them oiled. Be good to each other. Stay safe out there. Harp out. Peace, Patrick Bodine. Orchard Guy says, I'll keep my eyes open for... Oh, yeah, I don't have them yet on the website. You could always shoot the Harpery a message and they'll hook you up with one. Anyways, I love y'all. Peace. And Sean Sullivan says, Kiddo, yeah, this is Dr. Pickby, Mr. Pickus.